Hello students, welcome to my accountancy class. My dear students, the most important topic is going on, which is the base of the accountancy. You will be mighty master if you learn this chapter or the concept. The name of the chapter is Accounting Procedures and you are learning rules and debit credit. Now my dear students, in this video I am going to give the solution of question number 6. I will explain the question also and then the solution. I think few students may get afraid of this by seeing this long solution. Actually this is very simple, but before you watch this video, you are highly requested to watch the previous videos in which I have already taught the rules of a debit and credit on the basis of the traditional approach of classification of accounts and the modern approach of classification of accounts. Please watch those videos also. Now come here. In this question, you have been given the 7 transactions. First, one started business with cash, purchased furniture 4 piece 20,000, purchased goods on credit from Anshul, paid to Anshul, paid salaries, paid rent and received interest. You have been given the transactions. And what is the requirement of the question? The requirement of the question is find out the accounts involved in each and every transaction and the nature of the account and which account should be debited and credited. My dear students, as you know that we prepare the accounts on the basis of double entry system. Double entry system means every transaction consists at least 2 accounts. One account is debited, another account is credited with the same amount. So every transaction consists 2 accounts. So it is necessary to identify which accounts are involved, which accounts are being consisted by the transaction. Now first transaction is here. Manu started business with cash. My dear students, this transaction consists of 2 accounts. 2 aspects are there, cash and capital. What is capital? I have told you in the previous video. Now the nature, cash is our real account. Nature of account is cash is real. And when we are talking about capital, it is personal account. Personal representative account. It represents the investment of owner. Now, cash, that is real, cash should be debited and capital should be credited. What will be the journal entry? Listen very carefully. Cash account debit to capital account. To capital account. We don't need to say credit while saying capital to. Means now why we have debited the cash account here? Because what comes in is debit. This is the reason. On the basis of rules, you can say here you can learn the rules of debit and credit. On the basis of nature, we do the debit and credit. These are the rules of doing any account debit and credit. Why we have credited the capital? Because giver. Who is giver here? The investor, the owner. Owner is the giver. So we have credited the capital. Next transaction. Purchase furniture for rupees 20,000. This is the complete transaction. In short, I have written here. Purchase furniture, 2 accounts involved. When we purchase the furniture, we receive the furniture and we pay the cash. 2 accounts are involved. Furniture is real account, cash is also real account. Both are the assets. Furniture account should be debited and the cash account should be credited. Journal entry will be furniture account debit to cash account. Why we have debited the furniture here? Because what comes in debit and what goes out is credited. It is the rule of debit and credit. Next transaction, purchase goods on credit from Anshul. we have purchased the goods. When we purchase the goods are not written. Goods account is not opened. We open the purchases account. So this transaction involves two accounts, that is purchase account and Anshul's account. Purchase account is nominal account and Anshul is personal account. Purchase should be debited and Anshul should be credited. Why? Purchase is the expense and expenses are debited. Anshul is the giver and giver's account are credited. Is it clear? This is the rule of debit and credit on the basis of nature. Is it clear? Next. Paid to Anshul. When we are paying to Anshul, there are two accounts involved, Anshul and cash. Anshul is personal account, cash is real account. Anshul should be debited and cash should be credited here with the amount 2000. Why Anshul should be debited? Because we debit the receiver and we credit what goes out. Cash is going, that's why we have credited the cash. Reason, cash goes out. What goes out is credited. Next, paid salaries. When we are paying the salary, this transaction involves two accounts, salaries account, cash account. Salary is the nominal account, so it should be debited. Expense, nature is expense. Cash is real, nature real. Cash is going, what goes out is credited. Now, salary's nature is nominal account as well as, according to modern approach, it is expense. And cash is real account. So debit the salary and credit the cash. Journal entry will be salaries account debit to cash account. To cash account means cash is credit. Reason you have mentioned here. Next, paid rent account. In the same manner, two accounts involved, rent account, cash account. Rent is nominal and cash is real account. Rent account is debit and cash account credit. Why? Because rent is expense. Expenses are debited. And cash is real. What goes out? Whatever goes out is credited. Now coming here, received interest. When we are receiving the interest, it involves two accounts. First cash and another interest received. So cash is a real account and interest received is nominal account. Cash should be debited and the interest received account should be credited. Journal entry will be cash account debit to interest received account. Why we have debited it? Cash account is the real account. What comes in is debited. And interest is nominal account. Incomes are credited. What comes in debit and income credit. My dear students, hope that you have got the concept. Because these rules of debit and credit you have to learn. And to learn these rules in more better way, you must watch the last videos. Then this video will be purposeful for you. Now next, the total of debit side is always equal to the total of credit side. It checks the mathematical accuracy while preparing the journal on the basis of journal entries or trial balance or etc. Hope you have liked the video. Give me a thumbs up to like the video and subscribe the channel. Thanks. Have a nice day.